AudioJungle.
Our Unit 2 is at airport mainly for production. I'm happy to share here that in the year 2012, Dr. Saraswat has inaugurated our systems integration facility. That is a prime center for our large systems like LCA fuselage and the BrahMos system. And also we have built an end-to-end capability to produce various missile sections like rocket motors, control sections, then power systems, then seekers, launch control systems, like that, end-to-end, nose to tail of a missile, WEM is into. And we have supplied close to, over few thousand sections to BDL, Akash sections to BDL, which has actually given a lot of strength to, Hyderabad companies especially, but of course, across the India, the Akash missile system really helped in Indian companies to rather establish themselves. Also, as you all know, we have recently handed over the centrifuge fuselage to HAL for LCA Tejas, which actually, it is only one major section which we are producing in Hyderabad. Rest of the sections are, mostly in Bangalore. So we are very happy to really deliver that system. So thanks to Dr. Satish Reddy Garu, who has inaugurated our RF seeker facility in the last October, so which is an integrated facility to produce RF seekers under one roof. That is a state-of-art 150,000 square foot facility, consists of clean rooms, microelectronics, PCBAs, high voltage power systems, then vacuum processes, anechoic chambers, and environmental facilities to validate our seekers. So the seeker is basically, normally in most developed nations also, seekers are not produced under one roof. There are many suppliers, individual specialist companies deliver the subsystems of the, seekers. Whereas in WEM, we have produced created infrastructure to produce the complete seeker under one roof. Thanks to the Technology Development Board, thanks to DRDO for establishing this facility. So of course DRDO has helped us at many stages in the reviews to really realize our RF seekers. Another facility which is coming up near our airport is our advanced composite systems facility, primarily for aerostructures like we are going to build an AMCA structures in that facility, which will be ready by early next year. And also there we are going to produce missile canisters. So in a way, so this will be the first major composite facility in Hyderabad to build aerostructures. So that way, so now Hyderabad is also growing in the aerostructures business. So thanks to the Government of India policy, Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India, so we are, VEM is one of the largest contender for various programs. And our ATGM, anti-tank guided missile, Asibal is one such example, besides the naval and aircraft platforms. So ATGMs are required in large numbers, not only in India, across the globe. So our facility at, the upcoming facility at Jahirabad will be, a major strength in realizing this particular dream. So now, I just want to actually emphasize here, VEM is a company of companies. If you see all this infrastructure under one roof is not, it's not so easy. So once again, thanks to all the, the establishments, our customers and well-wishers, we could really establish this type of infrastructure at VEM. So now, today with the diversity of technologies and systems knowledge, we are poised to build large systems and platforms like missiles, torpedoes, ultra-optical systems, UAVs, and helicopters and fighters. So these facilities needs a lot of infrastructure enhancements. So therefore, VEM is actually coming up this integrated defense systems facility at Jahirabad. So we profusely thank the Telangana government, especially Honorable Minister Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, for who has appreciated the VEM's the contributions, the good work done in this field, and also he actually extended his support to establish this establish a world-class integrated defense facility in 511 acres at Elgoi village, Jahirabad. So thank you, sir. So this is a wonderful opportunity for VEM. See, we have, considering there are, when we are building such a facility, we have chosen, many of all are aware, considering the safety and security requirement guidelines, we have opted for 511 acres. This entire facility is divided into multiple zones, sensitive and basically, manufacturing zones. Sensitive zones are very, very crucial because there are a lot of the security constraints, safety controls. So therefore, there are certain guidelines to be followed. Accordingly, we have optimized this particular area of land. So, sir, we committed a total investment of 1,000 crores over 5 years and an employment of 2,000 people. So this will be one of such large facility in the private sector in this defense field. So this unit also will have an export processing zone where we will be jointly producing along with OEM partners to cater to systems to cater to domestic and international markets. So therefore, we'll have a good revenue for governments. So this is one such facility. Sir, actually this particular export processing zones are only meant for other areas, not in the defense area. First time we are building such a zone in this particular facility. So therefore it can cater to many of large systems, because today we can't build a large system without an export processing zone because of, so systems have to go back and come. So to overcome that, we are now coming up with this idea to have an export processing zone here. It will solve many of our logistics issues. So maybe you're all, wish to know that, what is that this facility will have. This facility will have state-of-art manufacturing and integration facilities for our, aerostructures. Our LCA fuselage is going to be produced in this facility, because today we have, a setup to produce small quantities, because to meet our volume requirements, we are coming up with a full-fledged facility to produce LCA fuselage. And similarly, there's a huge composite facility will be enhancing our existing composite facility to meet global requirements. And also, we will be creating a manufacturing and integration facility, radars, and the fire control systems. And also, we have, of course, these subjects are sensitive in nature. So, we have a license to produce large numbers of weapon systems like hot and cold integration, missiles, torpedoes, then LGBs, and fuses, etc. So we also we're going to create state-of-art, metal treatment processes and treatments, NADCAP certified metallurgical process and treatments to cater to all our defense-related manufacturing requirements. Because today we have hardly any company in Hyderabad, who is certified, NADCAP certified for aircraft-related requirements. Not only aircraft, all the defense-related, processes needs NADCAP certification. So our facility will have all the processes, metallurgical processes are NADCAP certified. That will strengthen not only them and our entire ecosystem to cater to various large defense companies, sir. So, we are very fortunate to work with the DRDO. We are already working with our Kaveri engine. So we are now one of the contender for Kaveri integration. So we are hoping that we will succeed in that. Once we succeed, we are going to produce aero engines in this facility. In addition to that, we are now envisaging to rather to produce platforms like helicopters and fighters. So incidentally, we are also working with a few of our foreign partners to build small arms. Small arms is a big subject which we have no capacity. So therefore, we are planning to build small arms in this particular facility. In a way, this is an integrated defense systems facility. We are very, very happy to really establish this facility in state of Telangana. Thank you very much for all your support, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words. Now I would request Mr. Param Raju to please. Now we move on to the event of the day, the MOU signing for the setting up of the Integrated Defense System Facility at Yelgoi, Zairabad, Sangareddy District. Now I would request the handing over of the MOU between the WEM Technologies and Telangana government in the august presence of the Honorable Minister Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu and other guests. I would like to add here that with the setting up of this facility, we would move steadily towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat in the field of defense and aerospace. Dr. Vijay Kumar Saraswat is a member of the Niti Aayog and the Honorable Chancellor of the Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Honorable Shri K.T. Ramarao sir, Shri Pallam Raju Garu, my dear friend Satish, Shri Jayesh Ranjan, and hero of the day, Mr. Raju, Bam Raju I call him. I always call him Bam Raju. I don't call him Venkat Raju, I call him Bam Raju. It was one of those very incidental things, I would say, which happened in 1990. One of my very close associate friend who has been working with the Prithvi program, Mr. D.S. Reddy, he said that we have to get support for our Prithvi electrical integration. So we should look for industry, because he was the man, he was the architect for doing the electrical integration. So he said, I know one very young entrepreneur who has been working on electrical and electromechanical integration, making timers for the washing machines. So I said, let us go and visit. And that is the time I visited the first center what he has set up. He mentioned 10 by 10 room, and it was kind of a small building. I was really impressed by the way Mr. Raju has taken care of a very small unit called a timer. The way the engineering was done, the way the quality was maintained, and he was able to market it to one of the best suppliers, like in those days, you know, these washing machine companies. Almost every company was taking his timers. I was impressed by his entrepreneurship. And our association started from that day. And I have seen the growth of this company over the last 25, 30 years. I always found that VAM was always ready to take challenges. Whenever I had any serious technical problem, I would say, Raju, can we look at it? The second thing that happened was France denied us the dry-tin gyros for Prithvi. And I told him, can we manufacture this in India? HAL was trying to do that, and HAL was finding it very difficult for various reasons. And he looked at it and he said, sir, I will try, give it to me. You know, that is the kind of challenge he was ready to take. And it was one of the most complex, you know, assembly. Even today, Dr. Satish Reddy is sitting here, who is the architect of India's navigation system. He himself will vouch for it, that mechanical gyro, like the dry-tin gyro, is one of the most complex assembly. But he tried it and succeeded. From that time onwards, his journey has been stupendous. He has set his vision to things like, I was working on seekers for the program AD. He said, I will do seekers. And the facility which has been set up next to the airport was basically India's first facility in an integrated manner to manufacture and test radio seekers in the country. And he took the initiative, he set it up. Of course, he was always working with the government in all his projects. Even the seeker facility came out because of the association with what we call as the DST's commercial wing, and he was able to get the required funding from there, and it happened to come out as a very major facility today. His vision has been excellent. He is always looking for quality. He is always trying to expand business, not just remaining into a cocoon. And that's why he went into manufacturing subsystems, and from subsystems to systems. And the last I heard from him was, sir, I am trying to manufacture an anti-tank missile. And I said, Raju, are you sure you are going to be able to make an anti-tank missile? He said, sir, I have. And he elaborated all the facilities which he has set up, the kind of precision machinery he has set up, the mechanical system, the testing methodology. Actually, his life is a lesson to young entrepreneurs today. Actually, if you look at Mr. Raju, you will find that he is one person who has always taken challenges, starting from his journey, his initial days in BDL, as I think he was kind of a supervisor or a technologist there. And from there to reach this level, I think this is an example of entrepreneurship. People quote Boeing and things like that. I would say, I think Raju is one of those kind of person who has been able to set examples for the country. The vision for setting up the integrated facility, integrated defense system facility in Hyderabad is most apt. Because Hyderabad is the center for defense technology, not today, from 1960s. The 7 or 8 defense laboratories, the production systems, the ordnance factories, even the EME center, even the MCME, even the artillery center. So you see R&D, you see user, you see production agencies, and a very, very strong industrial infrastructure which the state government has been able to support. The main initiative which was done in 2007, 2008 was basically for setting up the Adi Batla Aerospace and Defense Park, where the Tata Aerospace Systems is today located. It has really expanded into a very major center, and I can see the initiative which the state government has taken after Telangana formation, and basically to give a major push to this kind of industrial activity, both in the sector of defense, pharmaceuticals, textiles, and I think it goes extremely well as far as the vision of this small state Telangana is concerned. I think we are taking the whole thing into the right direction, because the government of India's policy today is also to privatize defense systems manufacturing and development. And as Mr. Raju mentioned, that he has the vision to make it something in collaboration as an export zone. I think that will be the ideal thing to do, because we are not going to only produce weapon systems for our country. I think export is going to be one of our major portfolio. And if we can have one such industry in Hyderabad, I think it will go a long way in promoting employment, in promoting revenue, and also bringing a lot of entrepreneurs to work around Raju's factory, where he will be able to have not only his own employees, but I think more entrepreneurs who will be able to set up shop for him. I would like to congratulate the government of Telangana, particularly the Honorable Mr. K.T. Ramaraoji, who has been the person behind this, who has also persuaded many industries to come here, who has also brought in a large number of foreign entities to start making investment in the state. And I think with these initiatives and the entrepreneurs like Mr. Raju, I think the state is going to do wonderfully well as far as the sector of industrialization is concerned. I would like to once again congratulate Mr. M. Raju and the government of Telangana for taking this initiative and making sure that the country has India's first Lockheed Martin in the city of Hyderabad.
Thank you so much, sir, for your guiding thoughts. Dr. Satish Reddy is the Secretary of Department of Defense and R&D and the Chairman of the DRDO, which spearheads India's indigenous development of defense technologies and systems. Right, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Honorable Minister of Government of Telangana, Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Dr. Saraswat, Sri Pallamraj Garu, Sri Jayesh Ranjan, and all other important dignitaries who are present here on the dais, off the dais. Very good evening. It's one of very important events what we are attending today, as a lot of development is happening in the private sector, in the defense and aerospace sector. This facility coming up near Hyderabad in a big way, about 511 acres to establish the aerospace facility, particularly in a day when the country is seeing a huge surge in the defense manufacturing and aerospace manufacturing in the country in the coming few years. A lot of things are happening. So at this time, I'll give you a little brief of the events what are taking place and what is going to come in the coming few years. Now today, when establishing this here with the support of Government of Telangana is a very important event. WEM has been growing with us, started in a simple way, making small subsystems, grown to making big systems, even to the extent of making AMCA related many important things here at the WEM facility. Our member Niti Aayog has given the details of what inertial sensors onwards, MIUs onwards, onboard computers onwards, actuator systems and related, then sections in Akash, sections in BrahMos to that stage. So emerging as stage to stage, trying to make the complete system himself. WEM has been important partner for us, and we like to see that many partners grow in this way, come up in a big way, and establish many facilities here. As you all know that we have opened up all these things to the private sector now. Many systems, many private industries have started coming in and playing as a complete missile system also today. First time it has happened that missiles have been handed over to the private industry to manufacture the whole missile system. So lot more are going to come. In fact, I think I remember about 4 years back or 5 years back, when we met in an event, I told K.T. Ramarao Garu that in the coming 5 years, we will have it. So we see today, the Akash orders are still continuing. Very recently also the government has given the orders. We know the first unit of MRSAM Aerodynamics Limited has completed the order and waiting for the further orders now, which will be coming again soon. MRSAM Army orders have been placed, and I am sure that the first firing unit in the coming few months will be handed, already placed on BDL. The Nag missile clearance has been given by MOD. I am sure that Dhruvastra also will be coming, the clearance from the MOD very soon. Lot of things you see in the pipeline which are coming in numbers and which will be getting further numbers in which are already cleared, which are going. I don't want to get into so many details in the public, but then a lot of things have been cleared which are coming. Similarly, the EW systems, again in a big way, large, which is producing the state-of-the-art EW systems, one after other for various applications, whether it's Army, Air Force, Navy applications, a lot of things, a lot of orders between DLRL and Bharat Electronics Limited, a lot of things are getting produced here. I think in the coming couple of years, a lot more will be coming. Similarly, a lot of AWACS related applications also. In the last couple of years and the coming couple of years, there are lots of systems which are coming for the production orders, which actually industry gets benefited in a big way. Not only making the hands of the public sector full, and also it will make sure that the private sector hands also will be full. That is the type of orders and indigenous systems which are coming into. The call given by the Honorable Prime Minister, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, is ensuring that. In fact, I like to highlight, you know that sometime back, Honorable Raksha Mantri came here and inaugurated one of the most important test facility, which very few countries in the world have, the hypersonic wind tunnel facility in Hyderabad. And you know, everybody talks about drones today. Leaving aside a lot of drone activity happening in various startups and laboratories and industries here in the city, the anti-drone system is also very, very, very important today. And the anti-drone system, which has been developed here and which is a lot of orders have come to various industries now, the kill portion of it, whether you call it as soft kill or hard kill, the industries in Hyderabad will be playing a very important role here. Similarly, the drone related activities, drone based surveillance or swarm of drones or whatever it is, Many things are again happening in the private sector, and also the Young Scientist Laboratory, which is located here in Hyderabad. They are again doing a lot of activities in that, and which actually will be fructifying in the coming few months or by next year. And again, we can see a lot of things happening. Many things are happening which I don't have to tell about those details of that activities here, but a lot of things are happening in the drone-based systems also in this part of the country, and particularly this city. So, as I told you 4 years back, those orders which are all were in pipeline got fructified and will be fructified in the coming years, and a lot of things will be happening in this country. And I must thank the government of Telangana, very, very supportive, and it's just a phone call that things are getting implemented here. You want land, clearances, permissions, everything. And in fact, I like to say that a couple of years back when we wanted a land, and when we went to the Honorable Chief Minister, and we were prepared to pay for the land, and we wanted this land, and within about, I think, 10 minutes, he called all the officials and said that this land, we have to give it to them. And they say some 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs is per acre and all that. I am deciding, I am giving it free of cost to DRDO. In 1 hour, the decision is taken, and that's how things are working here, and that's how things are expanding in a big way here. A lot of facilities are coming, a lot of industries are coming, and as you see, a lot of systems are also coming out, and a lot of systems will be produced in the coming years, whether it is from Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1, all 3 industries. What I'm saying is, this protecting the Tier 3 and Tier 2 industries also is very important. The whole thing should not go into the hands of few people. The best model, we keep saying that when the Akash missile is being produced by Bharat Dynamics Limited today, 85% of the systems, by value, 80% of the Akash missile comes from MSCDs. This is the best model. That is how we need to work. All the industries, Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1 industries need to work together. And VEM has played an important role in that. In the Akash missile also, one of the sections is produced by the VEM. In BrahMos also, one of the sections is produced by VEM. I'm happy that they're establishing this facility here. And VEM has handful of orders from us now, and in fact, we have been waiting for them to deliver many of the things. I'm sure that with these facilities coming up, he'll be able to come up very fast and try to deliver and try to expand in a big way. The vision of Venkatraju want to do everything. I think he should be able to make his dream a reality in the coming years, and we are there to support everything. And I can definitely see the government, once again, like to say that this event, I was extremely tight to come here. And none other than K.T. Ramarao Garu said, no, we have to do this event today. I am going out of the country otherwise. And that's how I'm here. That is the interest shown by the government here. I think with this type of a support, the industry will be flourishing in a big way here, and the country will be flourishing, and the country will become prosperous, and the country will become Atmanirbhar. Jai Hind, Dhanyawad, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the thoughts. Shri K.T. Ramarao is the Cabinet Minister for Information and Technology, and like everybody else, he is also here on the podium. Thank you so much, sir.
We're not leaving much room for the MC to do his introduction. Thank you, man. Honorable member of Niti Aayog, our huge champion of Hyderabad, Dr. V.K. Saraswat Garu, Gauranilu, Telugu Tejam, ఢిల్లీలో ఈరోజు మనవారందరి పేరు కూడా అక్కడ మారుమోగే విధంగా ముఖ్యంగా మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ డిఫెన్స్ కానివ్వండి, డిఫెన్స్ రంగానికి సంబంధించిన ఏ కార్యక్రమం అయినా భారతదేశంలో ఈరోజు అందరూ కూడా వారి వైపు తిరిగి చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు. డిఆర్డిఓ చైర్మన్ గారు, అదే రకంగా గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు సతీష్ రెడ్డి గారు, యూ బీన్ అ గ్రేట్ ఛాంపియన్ సతీష్ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ ఆల్ యువర్ సపోర్ట్, ఆల్ యువర్ కైండ్ వర్డ్స్ ఆల్సో. So the man, who needs no introduction again, Dr. Pallam, was a huge fan of all the good work that happens here, and he keeps sending me, every so often, he keeps sending me messages of all the nice things he comes across, and such a humble man, Dr. Pallam. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. గౌరవనీయులు ఈరోజు మరి ఈ కార్యక్రమం ఇక్కడ జరుగుతూ ఉందంటే ఐ థింక్ ద మ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ద మూమెంట్ అండ్ యాజ్ డాక్టర్ సారస్వత్ కాల్డ్ హిమ్ వెంకటరాజు గారు అనే కంటే ఐ థింక్ వీ షుడ్ కాల్ హిమ్ వేం రాజు గారు. వేం రాజు గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ ఇన్ ద స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ. అండ్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ టు మై టీమ్, మై ప్రిన్సిపల్ సెక్రటరీ జయేష్ రంజన్ గారు, టు మై మన ఎండి గారు, మేనేజింగ్ డైరెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ద తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ కార్పొరేషన్ వెంకట నరసింహారెడ్డి గారు, and to all the dignitaries of the dais also, and again to my friends from the media, a warm welcome. And firstly, let me congratulate and let me thank Raju Garu for deciding to invest in a large integrated defense system in the state of Telangana with an investment of almost 1,000 crores, which will create more than 2,000 jobs. Thank you very much, Raju Garu, for reposing this faith in the state of Telangana. I'm delighted that you have chosen, the state of Telangana, and I'm also delighted the kind of story that you have just narrated, how small you have started in 1988, and how you have grown from strength to strength, and today what you have become is I'm sure, a source of inspiration to many young entrepreneurs in India, and also many young entrepreneurs in Hyderabad who want to pick niche areas, who want to pick not so glamorous areas, let me put it that way. Because today, any successful unicorn gets all the national attention, a technology investment where people have been able to raise quick money through private equity, etc., etc. They always hog the headlines. But all the work, hard work that goes in. See, today we are in 2021. But he started his company back in 1988. And since then, brick by brick, I think he's built a formidable company. In fact, a couple of years ago, when I was in Bangalore, in one of the aerospace shows there, I had not met Raju Garu till then. Somebody, this is again, who's not from our Telugu states, had come to me and he had said, have you met the next Lockheed Martin from India? I said, no, I haven't. He said, Vem Technologies is that company, you should meet them, you should talk to them. So that's how we in fact have met, and we spoke, and we've been in touch ever since. I'm delighted that he has chosen to invest here. And I would like to compliment the entire team of Vem on this lovely milestone, because it's a huge, huge investment that you're making, and you are going to add a lot of value to our aerospace and defense ecosystem in the state of Telangana. As we all know, successive national governments have made Hyderabad a choice for setting up defense institutions such as the DRDOs, the large DRDO labs, and many other defense public sector undertakings. Hyderabad has been, and I think will be, from what just Satish Garu told us, will remain a preferred aerospace and defense manufacturing destination for many foreign OEMs, such as the ones I just mentioned, Lockheed, Boeing, GE, Safran, etc. We have more than 1,000. What has been created in Hyderabad by way of successful investments from the defense PSUs and also subsequently from the private sector investments is it has created a very vibrant ecosystem for large number of SMEs, large number of micro industries who have come in and who continue to grow and who continue to, rely on the support that is given by both the state government and also the union government. We have very highly skilled workforce here in Hyderabad, and we continue to, in fact, support and be the feeder to grow this large ecosystem. Vem is a classic example of how a local Hyderabad-based company with humble beginnings have grown to be a technology leader in defense and aerospace sectors. I would, of course, want to acknowledge the contribution of our dear friend Dr. Saraswat Garu and our dear friend Dr. Satish Reddy Garu in mentoring and supporting several of these Hyderabad-based MSMEs to grow into technology leaders that we can be proud of tomorrow and in days to come. And I'm delighted that Satish, in fact, had mentioned about 4 years ago, it was a casual conversation when we had met somewhere. He said almost 1 lakh crore worth of orders will be coming in the way of Hyderabad is what he told me. And I'm delighted that Satish Reddy Garu, you remembered the conversation, you made it happen. Thank you very much. I think he deserves a big round of applause from all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because I think that as the city grows, as investments come to flow in as we get more and more production orders, I think the MSME ecosystem here also will be strengthened with all your support. VEM, as Raju Garu has mentioned, has more than 35 years of experience in this field. And now the way they are moving into, Raju Garu is a technologist, he's a technocrat, so he's reeled out number of his initiatives and how he's going to also have an export-oriented zone there. Whatever is in the domain of the state government, I'm happy to more than, welcome you and ensure that you succeed, sir. And whatever is in the domain of the union government, we're also happy to champion the cause, because I think it's important from a government perspective, both state and center, to be able to complement each other's efforts, to be able to in fact give much needed policy inputs, and to be able to in fact work together hand in hand, irrespective of our ideological or otherwise differences. It's important in the interest of the nation, especially in fields like aerospace and defense, to support each other, to complement each other, to augment each other's policies also. And we will continue to do that. VEM, as we all know, plays a major role in they're also partnering BDL for Akash missiles, for LRSAM and MRSAM and Astra missiles. I'm glad to know that VEM has now developed its own missile system, RC BAL, for the Indian Army. And we would also love to see that someday, Raju Garu, if it's not classified, of course. I mean, if it's classified, of course, we can't see it. Companies like VEM, make our country proud. It's not just Hyderabad and Telangana. By manufacturing and exporting to developed countries such as US, Europe, and Israel also. VEM is also today working with global defense majors such as Raytheon, BAE Systems, Safran, Rafael, etc. Mr. Venkat Raju, of course, has a vision to make VEM a large, Indian-based MNC. And I do believe that with this investment, he's gone one step closer. VEM has also, in the past, told us about their ambitious plan. They had laid out their vision for the next few years. And this facility that will be coming up in Zahirabad. From the TSIIC, from my department side, I assure Mr. Rajgaru full support and unstinted welcome. The other thing I also wanted to point out, you had mentioned that you would want to set up a skill center in Zahirabad. Of course, the intent of the government of Telangana also is to provide employment to the local children here, the local youth here. So I would be more than happy, sir, to facilitate a conversation for you to set up a skill center in Zahirabad. Considering the strategic nature of the project and the huge potential for high-value employment creation, we have accorded the mega project status for the project and agreed to allot the required extent of 511 acres with all the much-needed incentives to make this project, a successful investment. I'm sure that this facility will emerge as a great example to showcase the robustness of Telangana aerospace and defense ecosystem and will help attract further investments and employment creation in this sector. Understand that VEM has well laid down plans to jointly produce the systems with foreign OEMs to cater to the domestic and international markets. I wish them good luck. And I once again reiterate all support from my team and from my government. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank our distinguished guests, Honorable Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu for his guidance, Dr. V.K. Saraswat for his shared vision, Dr. G. Satish Reddy for his valuable thoughts, Shri Jayesh Ranjan for his dedicated involvement and guidance in reaching this stage of the project. Thank you so much, sir. Every employee of VEM is being thanked here, the support of the hotel management, and of course, last but not the least, the media houses present here who are seeing a history in the making. Thank you so much, and please join us for dinner. We'll have a group photograph, please.
Audio Jungle.